All right, everybody in YouTube land, what's going on? It's your man Mike. One half of Time for a Change, the sports edition. I got my co-host Arian Harris on the Zoom call today, and we're going to be talking about the Big Ten dominance this season. Hey, we want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. We crossed 10K, so by the top of the year, we should be at 100,000, 50,000 views. So this is the going to be the newest, hottest channel on YouTube. So I don't normally tell you guys to subscribe, but sign up for the channel, subscribe, tell a friend that's going to tell a friend to tell a friend, and that's how we're rocking tonight. You know what I mean? So basically, this video is really simple. I believe this season is going to be a Big 10 sweep in every category: Heisman, champion, national champion, the most bowl game victories. We're gonna have the highest amount of teams in the top 25 on a consistent basis. I'm sorry. So I just feel like this is the year that the Big 10 is gonna officially wash the SEC. 2 years ago, Ohio State barely lost to Georgia on a field goal, and last year Michigan won the championship. So I'm thinking that this season, I'm expecting Ohio State to be crowned as champion, or somebody from the Big 10, maybe Oregon, to be crowned as champion. So I'm thinking that the Big 10 is just gonna wash college football in a sweep. So that's the introduction. I'm gonna pass it to my man Aaron. We've been doing this for what, almost 3 years now. So we're approaching 100 videos on the channel. So I'm gonna let Aaron go ahead and put you guys up on game. So go ahead, Aaron.
All right, appreciate it, Mike. And as I look into the Big Ten Conference, it seems unfair. I don't know, Mike, if you can define the term unjust, unfair, unprecedented, unheard of. Oregon, Washington, USC, now ranked 23rd. By the way, Oregon is ranked number 3. Also, you're looking at UCLA. 4 teams. You look at the Big Ten Conference, where you have the obvious bottom feeders: Illinois, Indiana University, Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Purdue, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. You look at the powerhouses, the dogs, if I could say. You look at Penn State, you look at Michigan, you look at Iowa, and you also look at the Ohio State Buckeyes. You look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranked teams in their conference. A new season, new opportunities, and you also look at the 12-team playoff. Mike, think about this. Let's talk about it. OSU, Oregon, Penn State, maybe USC, most likely Michigan, maybe another Big 10 team. 6 teams could possibly make those 12 spots. Let's look at other power conferences, shall we? Everybody's talking about the SEC, right?
That's my
Let's talk
favorite.
about Alabama. Let's talk about Georgia. Let's talk about Missouri. Let's talk about Ole Miss. And though they were in there, let's talk about Texas.
Aaron, don't forget Texas is number 4, and they're in the SEC now. So don't forget about Texas.
No, I did. I didn't. I said Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas. However, could it be maybe 1 or 2 teams would make the conference, make the playoffs? Maybe 2 of them will fill those spots. Are they going to look at an SEC champion? We can also look at the ACC.
So how many? So Aaron, hold on a second. How many how many SEC teams did you count? Did you count 7 or 6 just
I
now?
think I counted about 4 or 5. The
No,
ones with
Aaron.
rankings.
No, Aaron. You have Georgia, you have Texas, Alabama. Isn't Mississippi in there too?
Oh, Mississippi's in there. Ole
Right.
Miss.
Then you have
But I'm talking
Missouri.
about I'm talking about the ones that are ranked and those that have like the proven
Yeah, I'm telling
the
you,
powerhouses.
I'm telling you, Missouri's number 11. I'm telling you the teams right now, like in the
Yeah,
top.
I said Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah, you have so far I have one, two, three, four, five, six. It's Tennessee's there too,
Yeah,
right?
Tennessee in there too.
So
Yep.
seven. So they have
They have
is
one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine ranked teams
what
in
about
their
Texas
conference.
A? Is Texas A&M in the SEC?
They're number 20 ranked.
Yeah, so they got eight. They got like eight.
Ooh. Let Mike hold on. Because you look at the ACC, right? You're looking at one, two, three, four ranked teams. With who knows where Florida State will be ranked after today's game. And you looking at these, they could be scary too, but they're disrespecting the ACC. They're really disrespecting the ACC. Remember, ACC used to have those powerhouses like Clemson. They had Miami University. They had Wake Forest, even Florida State. They are really disrespecting that
Well,
conference.
see, the thing about the ACC is that they were saying that FSU and Clemson may be coming to the Big Ten. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but they were saying that that's possibly going to happen. They would have to pay 25 million or 50 million dollars to leave the ACC.
Mm.
So this, I think it was next season or the season after that, but they're looking to pop. That was a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what's going to happen ultimately. But like I said, this is another situation where we're going to monitor how many teams the Big Ten has throughout the season. I'm thinking Penn State is going to really surprise people, and I feel like it's going to be, like I said, Big Ten versus the SEC. That's what college football has been the last, you know, 4 years. Like it's been Big Ten versus the SEC. So that's pretty much what this is. And I predicted this years ago on Facebook. And by the way, we're gonna get a Facebook link. We're gonna have our Facebook link to this channel. So we're gonna start having you guys to follow this channel's Facebook. So we're gonna birth a Facebook page. We got a lot of good things for this channel, but yeah, man, I'm not afraid of the SEC at all. I feel like the Big Ten is gonna. I'm not gonna say they're gonna dominate those guys. I'm not gonna go. I'm not crazy, but I do believe that the last couple years, the Big Ten has definitely been the strongest conference. The Big Ten has
Well,
put.
if I can ask you a question, I don't mean to put the
Yeah,
butt
we're
in, but
here.
can I ask you a question of why they had to put four powerhouses out of their conference? Why four powerhouses onto another powerhouse conference? What was that? What are they trying to prove? Are they trying to prove something?
You
Or
talking about the
what are they
merger?
trying to? Yeah, the merger is crazy. Any team like
Yeah,
the
we're
Big
probably gonna have to
Ten.
do. We're probably gonna have to do another video.
Yes, I'll say we'll have to do another video because
Another
I'm looking
video.
at
Actually, we are
one,
supposed
two,
to. Yeah, we are supposed to. I forgot about that video. We were supposed to talk about are you for the mergers or not?
right.
I'm
And that'll
not.
be another
I'm not. I
video.
didn't. I
Right.
didn't agree with these mergers. I think that the Pac-12 was a really good conference, but
Mm,
ultimately, Aaron, what this merger was about is about the almighty dollar. That's all it was about. And the
yep.
fact is that a lot of those teams, it's like I took a class at Ohio State. Basically, it was a sports class. I took at Ohio State. I got an A in the class, of course, but nah, it's a bias in this country where like teams on the West Coast, they don't really get appreciation from the East Coast. So because a lot of the media is coming from the East Coast, so to watch a lot of those guys like from the Pac-12, like the Oregons of the world, you gotta wait until 10 o'clock at night. Like most of those late night games, those were the West Coast
Mm.
games. And I think the Mountain, I forgot what the conference is called. I think it's called the Mountain Pacific Conference. But basically after 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, you got the Pac-12 that will come on. Who's gonna stay up? Now, if you're at the bar, like when we used to go to the bar,
Mike, they only got two teams in the Pac-12. Do you realize that? I didn't know
um,
they only had what, two teams in the Pac-12.
well,
Is that
I
correct?
didn't even know the conference was still around. I thought they dismantled the
Well,
conference.
they have two teams. Somebody surviving.
Well,
I mean,
what they're probably gonna do, what happens is that what ultimately with the merger, what goes on is that like let's take Cincinnati, right? The university was it Cincinnati?
mhm.
Or was it? It was either Cincinnati or it was UCF in Orlando. They switch conferences basically. So what happens is like the smaller schools want to become more competitive. So the American Conference, a lot of teams that are in those smaller conferences, they want to move up as they start winning more. So it's like, so what happens is that ultimately more college teams come in the equation. So you take a mid-tier team, like let's say for example UCF, who they were undefeated for like 3 seasons in a row. Well, they don't really get no respect. So in order to get the respect from the committee, they got to go to another conference. So it's kind of like they empty out the ACC and then they move guys into the Big 10 or the SEC, and then they put the smaller schools in the Big 12 or the ACC. So it's just a money move, man. The Big 10 conference is where all the money's at, because a lot of I mean, there's money in every conference, like um, the the Big 12, but the Big 10, it's a lot of money. So, uh, that's why they did the 12 teams. So the merger was just simply about just trying to get more money on the table and to pimp the game. And that's all it was about. So it was just a power move from the committee, you know what I mean? So, but hey, the NIL deal, the players are getting paid now. So that's a blessing for the players, you know what I mean, to get paid. So I think the NIL deal is really fair. I think it's good. Now, a judge tried to rule, or someone was trying to put a cap on how much money the players could make, but the judge said that you can't do that. So they were going to try to put a cap that the players can only make $100,000 a season. But
Will that go to their cost of school or what? I
I don't
mean,
know.
how
I
does
don't know
that
the
go?
specifics about what was trying to happen, but it was basically you got people like, let's say, for example, Angel Reese. She was making like, and Deion Sanders, his son or whatever, his sons, they're making, and Ronnie James, they're making like $6 million, and so they were trying to say, well, these guys are making too much money. We're gonna put a cap on it and only allow you guys to get 100,000, maybe a quarter million. But a lot of people were saying in the sports world, nobody puts a cap on how much money the schools and universities are making off of these people. So the judge did rule against it. So for now, at least you can make as much money as the your sponsors are willing to pay you. So that was thumbs up, you know what I mean, as far as like the NIL situation. But back to this conference talk, man, I feel like the Big 10 is just gonna prove everybody uh, wrong. And I feel that I can't wait until the ball games. I can't really talk about what we're gonna try to do for the ball games because people copy a lot on YouTube. I mean, you put an idea out there or you put a thought out there that the people would enjoy and then people would copy you. So I'm not really gonna say what we're gonna try to do in December when the ball games come. But we have been doing it on Facebook, so you've seen my Facebook page and the predictions and everything. So we're gonna try to do something really crazy in December. So but yeah, that's all this video was about, Aaron, man. We wanted to go ahead and put this out there about the Big Ten. It's gonna kick ASS this year, and the Big Ten is gonna be once again the strongest conference in college football, but they're also gonna put the icing on the cake, and they're gonna be the national champion. So
And you talking about
that's
the Ohio State Buckeyes.
exactly, exactly.
If
So
they can if they can convincingly tear Oregon up at home, maybe not convincingly tear them up. It's gonna be a good game.
as long as they can
It's
get by
gonna be
Oregon,
Ryan Day. That's what I'm
as,
saying.
as long as they can get by Oregon, whether it's 1 point or 7 or 17, as long as they got by Oregon, because I'm telling you, Aaron, I saw the pregame this morning on ESPN, and two out of the five analysts, or two out of the six, said Oregon versus Georgia for the national championship. So Oregon is they're putting Oregon over Ohio State. But like I tell you in the last video, Aaron, they don't respect Ohio State. That the committee and the powers that be, they have a hatred towards Ohio State. So like I said, the Big Ten is going to reign supreme, and we're going to get this video out there, and that's going to happen. So
Yeah. And I'll say this, I like the fact that looking at Oregon's roster and Dylan Gabriel, Heisman favorite. Are they already talking about that right now? Will Howard, I already listed the top quarterbacks for this season that are running for the Natty. So what's going to happen? Dylan Gabriel versus Will Howard will be get the popcorn ready and get the Hennessy ready because it's going to be something to see.
and
Now,
I'm predicting a Big Ten sweep. The winner of the Heisman, Big Ten, national championship, Big Ten, the most bowl game wins, Big Ten, most teams for the duration of the college football season is going to go to the Big Ten. I mean, this is just going to be a Big
it's going to be a
Ten
fun
sweep.
season. Yep. Big Ten has to take this home. They need to tear Alabama or whoever Georgia up. It's going to be fun. It's going to
Don't
be
hey,
fun.
don't sleep on Texas, man. A lot of people
Or in Texas. Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
heard no
Texas.
Texas talk, but I'm telling you, man, Texas is
And you have Quinn Ewers back. Come on, man. That's unfair.
a scary team, and they've had Alabama's number for a few years now. They every year they play Alabama very close. And so in Texas they take football very serious in Texas. I mean, they I in fact I think you got how many Texas teams? I think you got two teams so far from Texas in the top 25 on the
I
most
believe so. Yeah.
active funny.
Hmm.
Texas A&M and Texas you got in the um in the top 25, but I'm pretty sure the rankings are going to change. Like I said, FSU is pretty much, ACC is pretty much they're out of there, man. As far as the top 12, I see Florida State making a bowl game, but I don't know, man. But it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be very interesting to watch this year, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited for college football. It's back, and this is just outside of Christmas time, this is like my favorite time of the year, man, to watch all the kids going to football practice, and everybody is just pumped up about college football. NFL's coming back. So I got my Dolphins gear, you know what I mean? Yeah, you want to see my Dolphins situation real quick?
You talking about your jersey?
Nah, just my whole
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see real quick.
okay, give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be right back.
While he's getting that, I do want to just say that the NFL season will be fun too, as my beloved Detroit Lions are projected. If they can get through San Francisco, they have a chance to get to the Super Bowl. However, as also being a Bengals fan, Burrow either has to show up or their coach may be in trouble because their offensive line has been substellar yet non-existent. They have to protect Joe Burrow. He pays too much money. And look at that.
Hey,
Look
I
at
got
that.
more coming up, man. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
And then, as I could say, the Dolphins are looking promising too with some of the key additions. I would say that Miami has a superb chance in their division. Is Tuga Vailoa ready to prove all the doubters wrong? And is he at 100% after that scary concussion protocol? That's nice.
Hey, I'm not done, man. I'll be back, man.
Speaking of which, Miami is 2-1 in preseason. You look at their roster of what good old Tua can do, and also some key additions. They still have Devon Ashani. They have Raheem Mostert still. Oh, and they added Odell Beckham Jr. Good Lord have mercy. Miami is doing some big things. Is this the time where Odell Beckham can possibly end his career on top of a NFL Super Bowl title? Can he end this on a high note?
Yeah, Aaron,
Mike,
sorry.
I was about to say, uh, Odell Beckham, I forgot he did go to the Dolphins. So,
Yeah. We're supposed to be talking about Ohio State, but you know, see the Dolphins.
not the socks. I got Bengals socks, but I may have to get some new ones. Those are kind of worn out. So,
Then we got the you see the
now that's nice. That's nice.
yeah, so Dolphins
Be
color.
careful where you wear that in Florida. You
Hey, it don't matter, Columbus,
yeah,
you know what I
that too.
mean? Then I got these are Jordan shorts, whatever.
Hmm.
See the logo on Dan,
Mike, yeah, exactly.
Dan Marino.
That's classic.
Obviously, you got the hat.
Hmm. But I see. So, but I know you like Tampa Bay as well too, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, I support all things Florida, you know what I mean? And
mhm.
I support Cincinnati and Cleveland as well, but that's just a little something I've been working on. Just a little. I may probably put up a picture sometime, where I got my Dolphins gear on. I got some Ohio State gear too, man. We're gonna bust out the Ohio State gear. So I just love football. I love the the pride, the city pride, where everybody comes out and unifies for their city, whether it's Pittsburgh or, Detroit or Chicago, like everybody just reps, man. And that's something that it's fun to, dress up a little outfit or whatever. So I'm just happy, man. Like I said, this time of the year, I'm just ecstatic about college football. I'm a basketball. I love basketball more than I like American football, but I just like the unity and the brotherhood that comes from American football. So, but I just want to just show you that real quick, whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm
You a
not done.
bad
I
boy.
still got, huh?
I said you a bad boy.
Yeah, I still got more heat coming, man. But yeah, that's what it is, man. I like this time of the year. It's my favorite, one of my favorite times of the year. So, but we're gonna get this done, man. The Big Ten is gonna show people who's boss. But on that note, Aaron, if you have anything to say to the people, we got 10 more minutes left in this Zoom call. And I like these hangouts, man. These hangouts, we're just having fun. You know, eventually we're gonna move to StreamYards, and we're gonna be bringing people up on the StreamYards to let the people from the public talk and talk their ish. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get more StreamYards introduced into the channel. But so far so good, man. But yeah, we got 9 minutes left, man. So take us home, man.
Right. Big Ten, ACC, SEC. You ever seen the movie Warriors, where all the gangs would come to do battle? And when all the gangs came to do battle, you look at all the type of gimmicks, like the punks, the warriors. Oh, remember the hurricanes, the Gramercy Rifts, the electric eliminators. Ooh, the baseball furies, the moon runners, the orphans. Mike, you were born probably in the same era as I was back in the 80s, whatever, maybe. Yeah. If you remember the Warriors and you remember the guy with the bottles, click, click,
Yeah.
ding, ding. CPF, come out and play.
Oh yeah, they did also
That's
they
the
did
Big
that on
Ten.
rest in peace to Craig Mack, flavor in the air. When they
Yep,
did
they did
that,
that in Flavor in the Air. Oh man,
yeah,
rest
that
in peace,
bad
Craig
boy,
Mack. I love him.
so yeah,
So it's time to play. Let's go.
yeah. So yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the sports edition of Time for a Change, but we're also going to be talking about music. We're going to go into other things outside of sports. We're going to be talking about real life topics as far as like just inspirational topics to make it from day to day, self improvement. We're going to share testimonies of our life and what we had to overcome. And this channel is just going to be it's gonna inspire people. So, but right now, we're still pushing the sports, and we're gonna raise our rankings in the sports division on YouTube. But I'm just so excited about this channel, and I thank you, Aaron, man, for hanging in there with me over the years and the last 2 years or so. And I think we have a good thing going, man. And you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna we're gonna reach a lot of people with this channel. So you know, that's all I really have to say, man.
All right. Well, that's another video, and this concludes our evening Saturday talk. Let's talk about it. Time for a change 295 with myself, Mike Wilson, and myself, Ariane Harris. Until next time, let's go ahead and let's come out to play during this college football season. All right. So you want to close us out, Mike? We good.
Hey man, Big 10, shouts out to Penn State, shouts out to Oregon, shouts out to UCLA, USC, uh, Washington, shouts out to Indiana, shouts out to Minnesota, shouts out to uh, Northwestern, shouts out to Illinois, shouts out to all the teams in the Big Ten. Who else did I miss?
Purdue, Ohio
Oh
State,
yeah, well Purdue's like Indiana.
Northwestern,
Uh,
like you said. Yeah.
who else? It's somebody else I'm thinking about. Oh yeah, Maryland. That's on the East Coast. Shouts out to
Hmm.
Maryland, Rutgers. People, hey man, hey, honestly, man, Maryland's a team that they may sneak into the top 25. People sleep on Maryland. Maryland is a competitive sports school. They got a lot of talent that comes out of Maryland. People,
And they scare Ohio State every year. So
yeah, they had I think they still did. They still have Tua's brother? Is
yep, he's a senior. Yep.
right there? You go. So you got Tua's brother. Tua's on the Dolphins. Tua just got that big contract
Mm,
renegotiated. So shouts out to Tua. Tua's brother at Maryland, Rockers, and I think that's everybody. So
yep.
it's the Big 10 or die. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
but we'll talk to you guys on the up and up. We out.
We out. Peace.